In the vast expanse of the cosmos, India carved its place thanks to the brilliance of its scientists. Among them shone Nambi Narayanan, a name synonymous with innovation and perseverance. His story is one of remarkable achievement and shocking injustice. Nambi Narayanan dedicated his life to ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization. His work was instrumental in pushing India's space program forward. His expertise? Rocketry. But fate had a cruel twist in store. Narayanan's life took a sharp turn when he was falsely accused of espionage. This is the story of how one man braved it all, his spirit unbroken, his resolve unshaken. At the heart of rocket science lies a technology both complex and crucial: cryogenics. Nambi Narayanan, with his visionary approach, recognized its importance early on. He became a leading figure in India's cryogenics program. Cryogenic engines, utilizing super-cooled liquid fuels, offer a significant boost to rocket power. Narayanan's work in this domain was pivotal in shaping India's spacefaring capabilities. His dedication bore fruit, laying the foundation for India's future successes in space exploration. Nambi Narayanan's journey began in the coastal town of Nagarcoil, in the southernmost tip of India. Born in 1941, his childhood was marked by the simple joys of a small-town upbringing. Yet, even from a young age, Narayanan possessed an insatiable curiosity for the world around him. His gaze was drawn to the mysteries of the cosmos. He excelled in his studies, displaying a particular aptitude for science and mathematics. This passion led him to pursue a Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering from Tyagaraja College of Engineering in Madurai. The untimely demise of his father cast a long shadow. The responsibility of supporting his family fell upon his young shoulders. Despite these challenges, Narayanan persevered, completing his engineering degree with flying colors. This ambition led him to the doorstep of ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization. The year was 1966. India's space program was still in its infancy. Nambi Narayanan joined ISRO as a technical assistant. Recognizing his potential, the Indian government presented him with a life-changing opportunity, a deputation to Princeton University in 1969. At Princeton, Narayanan immersed himself in the world of liquid propulsion technology. He recognized the potential of this powerful technology to propel India's space aspirations to new heights. Narayanan returned to India not only with a master's degree but also as a pioneer. He was ready to usher in a new era of liquid propulsion technology in India. Upon his return to India, Nambi Narayanan was like a man on a mission. He was brimming with ideas and knowledge gleaned from his time at Princeton. The concept of liquid propulsion was still met with skepticism by some within ISRO. Nevertheless, Narayanan was undeterred. He tirelessly advocated for its adoption, presenting his findings and arguing for its importance. His enthusiasm and expertise slowly began to win over his colleagues and superiors. His efforts were instrumental in setting the stage for the development of the Vikas engine. This engine would go on to power many of India's crucial space missions. Narayanan had successfully bridged the technological gap. Little did he know that a storm was brewing, one that would threaten to engulf his hard-earned reputation. The year 1994 marked a dark turn in Nambi Narayanan's life. The accusation was as unexpected as it was devastating espionage. He, a man who had dedicated his life to his nation's progress, was being branded a traitor. The charges centered around the alleged transfer of classified information related to India's cryogenic engine technology. The accusation claimed that Narayanan had sold secrets to foreign agents. The news spread like wildfire, sending shockwaves through ISRO and the entire nation. The media went into a frenzy, painting Narayanan as the villain. For Narayanan, the accusations were not just hurtful, they were utterly bewildering. He knew the truth. He had committed no crime, but in the face of these serious charges, his word seemed to carry little weight. On November 30th, 1994, Nambi Narayanan's life took a drastic turn. He was taken into custody, accused of espionage. The media, hungry for a sensational story, descended upon the case with fervor. Narayanan, once a respected scientist, was painted as a traitor. The public largely accepted the narrative presented by the media. Narayanan found himself fighting a battle on two fronts. He had to clear his name in the court of law while battling a media trial. The experience left him feeling betrayed and deeply disillusioned with the system. The arrest was just the beginning of Nambi Narayanan's ordeal. He was subjected to relentless questioning, often for hours on end. The pressure was immense. Narayanan, however, maintained his innocence throughout. He cooperated with the investigators, believing that the truth would prevail. But his hopes for a fair investigation were soon dashed. Narayanan later alleged that he was subjected to both physical and mental torture. He claimed that he was deprived of sleep and denied access to proper medical care. These allegations of torture raised serious questions about the conduct of the investigators. Narayanan's case highlighted the dark side of India's justice system. As the investigation progressed, it became clear that the case was not as straightforward as it initially appeared. Whispers of political motivations began to surface. Some experts pointed out glaring inconsistencies in the evidence presented against Narayanan. The allegations of political interference raised serious concerns about the integrity of the investigation. The flawed investigation had far-reaching consequences. The case served as a stark reminder of the dangers of political interference in the justice system. As the ISRO espionage case dragged on, a glimmer of hope emerged. The Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, took over the case from the Kerala police. The CBI's entry was seen as a positive development. For Narayanan, the CBI's involvement offered a glimmer of hope. He believed that a fair investigation would expose the truth and clear his name. The CBI approached the investigation with renewed vigor. The CBI investigation yielded startling revelations. The agency concluded that there was no evidence to support the espionage charges against Nambi Narayanan. The report highlighted serious flaws in the initial investigation. The CBI's closure report was a resounding vindication of his innocence. However, his battle was far from over. The Kerala government decided to pursue the case further. Narayanan approached the Supreme Court of India seeking justice. In a landmark judgment, the Supreme Court dismissed all charges against Nambi Narayanan. The Supreme Court's verdict was a resounding victory for Nambi Narayanan. Recognizing the immense injustice, the Supreme Court ordered the Kerala government to pay Narayanan compensation. The National Human Rights Commission conducted its own inquiry. The NHRC criticized the Kerala police for their shoddy investigation. In 2001, the NHRC directed the Kerala government to pay Narayanan further compensation. This compensation provided some financial relief. It was a recognition of the immense personal and professional damage he had endured. Section 4. Scars of Injustice. The aftermath and the fight for accountability. The Supreme Court's verdict and the subsequent compensations, while providing a sense of closure, could not fully heal the wounds inflicted on Nambi Narayanan. The false espionage charges, the harrowing arrest, the prolonged legal battle, and the relentless media scrutiny had left an indelible mark on him and his family. Despite his vindication, Narayanan continued to fight for accountability. He firmly believed that those responsible for his ordeal, those who had fabricated evidence and abused their power, should be held accountable for their actions. His fight was not just about personal justice, it was about ensuring that no other innocent individual would have to endure the pain and humiliation he had suffered. In 2018, in a significant development, the Supreme Court directed the CBI to conduct a fresh probe into the role of the police officers involved in Narayanan's false implication. This fresh investigation, initiated after a gap of over 2 decades, aimed to uncover the truth behind the fabrication of the case and bring those responsible to justice. Nambi Narayanan's story, though marked by a grave miscarriage of justice, is ultimately a testament to his resilience, his unwavering faith in the legal system, and his determination to clear his name. His case serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of false accusations and the urgent need for reforms within the criminal justice system to prevent such injustices from occurring in the future. Life after vindication. Picking up the pieces. The court victories brought a sense of relief and closure. But for Nambi Narayanan, life after vindication was a mixed bag. The scars of the ordeal ran deep. The trauma of imprisonment, the public humiliation, the betrayal by colleagues, it all left an indelible mark. Retirement for many is a time of relaxation and leisure. For Narayanan, it was a period of introspection and healing. He sought solace in his family, in their unwavering love and support. He reconnected with old friends who stood by him during his darkest hours. The scientific community, too, welcomed him back with open arms. Colleagues expressed remorse for not standing by him during the controversy. Awards and honors, long overdue, were bestowed upon him. But the years lost, the opportunities missed, could never be fully compensated for. Through it all, Narayanan displayed remarkable resilience. He channeled his energy into advocating for reforms in the criminal justice system. He became a vocal critic of police brutality and custodial torture, raising awareness about the plight of those falsely accused. His voice, once silenced by injustice, now resonated with the power of truth and conviction. Nambi Narayanan's story, though widely covered in the media during the espionage case, was often overshadowed by sensationalism and political narratives. The depth of his contributions to ISRO, the nuances of the case, and the profound impact it had on his life remained largely unexplored. This changed in 2022 with the release of the biographical drama film Rocketry, The Nambi Effect. Actor R. Madhavan, deeply moved by Narayanan's story, not only starred in the film but also wrote, produced and directed it, showcasing his dedication to bringing this story to life. The film delved into Narayanan's early life, his passion for science, his groundbreaking work at ISRO, and the harrowing ordeal he faced during the espionage case. It highlighted the political machinations and personal betrayals that led to his downfall. Rocketry, The Nambi Effect, was not just a biographical drama, it was an attempt to set the record straight, to present Narayanan's side of the story with sensitivity and nuance. The film was a critical and commercial success, resonating with audiences across India and beyond. It sparked conversations about the flawed justice system, the role of media in shaping public opinion, and the importance of standing up for what is right. Nambi Narayanan's story is a stark reminder that even the brightest minds are not immune to the vagaries of fate. His journey, marked by both extraordinary achievements and profound injustices, serves as an inspiration and a cautionary tale. His ordeal exposed the vulnerabilities of the Indian legal system and the devastating consequences of unchecked power. It highlighted the need for stronger safeguards to protect the innocent and hold those in authority accountable for their actions. Despite the hardships he faced, Narayanan's spirit remained unbroken. His resilience, his unwavering faith in truth, and his determination to clear his name continued to inspire people from all walks of life. His story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of human perseverance. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to emerge stronger, to fight for what is right, and to leave an enduring legacy of hope and inspiration. Nambi Narayanan's contributions to Indian space research are undeniable. But perhaps his greatest contribution is his unwavering spirit, his fight for justice, and his unwavering belief in the power of truth. His story is a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can triumph over adversity. Nambi Narayanan's story is not just about rockets and space exploration, it's about the power of the human spirit. It's about the unyielding pursuit of truth and justice. It's about rising above adversity, even when the odds are stacked against you. His contributions to the Indian Space Research Organization are undeniable. He played a pivotal role in advancing India's spacefaring capabilities. His work on cryogenic engine technology laid the foundation for many successful space missions. Yet his legacy extends far beyond the realm of science and technology. Narayanan's ordeal, the false espionage charges, the harrowing imprisonment, and the relentless media trial shook the nation. It exposed the flaws in the system, the vulnerabilities of the innocent, and the devastating consequences of unchecked power. But it also showcased the power of resilience, the importance of fighting for what is right, and the unwavering spirit of a man determined to clear his name. His story serves as a beacon of hope, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. It reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, truth can prevail, justice can be served, and the human spirit can emerge stronger, unbroken, and an inspiration to us all.